Life and death sure are funny things. You come into this world screaming and covered in someone else's blood, and for some, you end up leaving the exact same way. But no matter how your passing is, whatever you do,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to be alive.
it's been 10 months since it happened. Death just stopped. People stopped passing. On the surface, that sounds fantastic. But the reality is far worse than anything I've ever imagined. I work as a trauma surgeon at one of the busiest hospitals in the country, and believe me, my job shifted significantly after the event. Sure, it seems great when the 68-year-old diabetic with a heart condition comes in, complaining of chest pains. Clinically, he is dead from a heart attack. But aside from some discomfort, he is sent home to his family. They get more time together. But that's the best case scenario. 2 weeks ago, we had a burn victim come in after a high-speed collision that resulted in his semi bursting into flames. Today, we have a torso, and not much else, locked in a supply closet because all he can do is scream and flail. No eyes, no tongue, no limbs to communicate with. We don't know what to do with him. After that call, I retreated into an isolated office, popped open my flask, and downed a significant amount of pills. I rested my elbows on the table, feeling the pounding of my pulse in my temples as I tried to cope. And that's the kind of thing my job has become. I am more handyman than doctor. People come in with damaged parts, and I try to make them functional again. An 11-year-old boy comes in after being struck by a drunk driver. More than 60% of his bones are broken, shattered. There is no way to set them to get them to where they will function again. In the old world, he would have passed. Today, his parents take him home to lay in a bed for eternity. More pills, more booze, more pounding temples. As nursing homes fill up and overflow, many that work in that industry quit their jobs. It has become quite common to see elderly lying on the side of the road, or in dumpsters, or actually buried alive, as families are unable to cope with the concept of caring for an invalid body for eternity. More pills, more booze. My health declines. Yesterday, a normal 30-year-old woman came in, complaining of difficulty breathing. Upon examination, we found she had suffered a massive stroke the night before. Again, before, she would have passed. Now she had to deal with all of her automatic bodily functions shutting down, and her having to take them over consciously. Her pain was from forcing air into her lungs, where before, her body did that for her. More pills, more booze. I don't feel well. My temples absolutely hammer. Today, a woman miscarried. Now we have to figure out what to do with a squirming fetus, only a few months into development. In the break room, drunk and high as usual, I rub my temples, feeling stillness under my fingertips. Suddenly, my eyes snap open. Shit.